Dedication over motivation. I used to think that if I wasn't motivated, then that meant it wasn't meant to be. I thought motivation was the fuel I needed to fulfill my dreams. In my 20s, I've learned that motivation can fuel your dreams and passions, but it is not the driver. Dedication is. Commitment is. Being dedicated to the things I want to do and the person I am working to be. Motivation will make you believe with some work, everything will fall into place. But dedication shows you that hard work gets you to your goals, even in the face of obstacles. You will overcome and succeed. It's dedication over motivation. Keep pushing. Alright guys, what's up? Your girl just woke up from a nap and she needs to edit this video and get it done. But before we start, the voiceover that you heard, I wrote, and it really, because this week has been a lot, had me think a lot about dedication over motivation and how I am truly dedicated to this race, to cycling and pushing myself and challenging myself in this new way. And today was the biggest challenge so far. And it's not in terms of like how many miles I did or doing 3 hours, because that's not the first time that I've done it. It's in terms of the simple fact of the headwind today was ridiculous. So lately Texas has been having a lot of storms, and that's been happening late at night. And I guess like the next rainstorm is coming. So there's been a lot of wind today. Thank goodness it didn't rain this weekend, or it didn't rain today, and yesterday's rain wasn't as bad, so the roads were dry. Like these last 2 weekends before, the roads were wet, and so there was a lot of sloshing and stuff going around, but today the roads were dry and really pristine. But that headwind, that headwind was no joke in a lot of areas. For at least half of my ride, I'm in a headwind. And then the other half, I'm in a tailwind. And so I was really taking advantage of those tailwinds, because in those headwinds, I was just moving. It felt like sometimes I wasn't moving at all. So my motivation for today's ride, it was gone barely before I even started the ride. But like I said, it's not about motivation, not now. You know, when you start something, motivation can lead to being dedicated to something, can lead to being committed to something, but it's truly using that motivation to put in the work, and then remembering that you're not going to enjoy every ride. You're not going to always want to get out there and, do what you have to do, but you're dedicated to the process, you're dedicated to the outcome, the journey, that you keep at it, that you keep working toward it. And that's what I had to remember today. I definitely had to remember that today, being in that headwind. I had to remember my reason why. One reason is because of my pop and his 100th birthday. The other reason is because I want to challenge myself and become the best version of myself physically in cycling. And I'm enjoying it so much, being outside again a lot more, enjoying the sun, enjoying the ride, enjoying the new challenges that I'm conquering throughout these rides. So I had to remember those things and be like, look, you can either let this obstacle stop you and then come back out here another day and have to deal with it again, because let's be honest, it's that time of year where it's getting windy and things. Is it? I don't think it's hurricane season, but I do know it's like a lot of storms, especially since the changing weather. It's getting a lot hotter, so storms and things are coming through. So you might as well get used to the headwind. That's what I was telling myself. I might as well get used to the headwind and just push myself and fight it. And I'm so glad I did, because I did get a lot of personal best in this ride. I did see my performance improve in a lot of the different areas that I was riding in. One hill that I remember, like the first time I was going up it, I couldn't breathe. And now that same hill, I got up it, I was breathing and I pushed, and I was going pretty fast for the area I was in. So that felt nice. That felt good. And I was like, you know what? Not all rides, as you already guys that I've told you before, not all rides are going to be the greatest rides, but if you put in the work and you push yourself, you might just conquer something that you did not expect to conquer. And that all comes down to you being committed and dedicated to what you're doing. Yes, motivation can start off being great to help you get dedicated and committed to what you want to do, but motivation is not going to sustain you. It is the discipline and the hard work that you put into what you want, into the process that is going to get to you to where you want to be. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have been doing a little bit of a shift in life in Texas, where it's coming more to be about what I do in Texas, which is a lot of cycling and training and different things like that. And so I hope you're enjoying these videos. The next one, I don't know yet, because this week was really telling about me being committed to cycling and everything that entailed, because I was just, not gonna lie, I've been tired and allergies have been rampant. So your girl's been having a Benadryl. I had to take a Benadryl today after my ride, but I'm feeling a lot better. And yeah, it's all about listening to your body, staying in tune with your body, and knowing when to push and when to kind of, take a step back so you don't overdo it, so that you're able to continue to do what you want to do the next time you're out, whether that's running, cycling, lifting, whatever it may be. Or even if it's just in life, when it comes down to getting that new job, getting that promotion, or moving to the new place that you want to be in, it's all about making the right decisions at the right times and just really listening and seeing how to progress in that next step. But that's all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you all next week for another Dandelion Diaries. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, for another Life in Texas, which is a Dandelion Diary at the end of the day anyway, but for another Life in Texas. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope that you guys stay dedicated and choose dedication over motivation every single time, because one day you're going to look up after all of that work and see how your dedication has really put you in a spot to be successful. All right. Peace.